This is a brief introduction to using Piazza for ETCV 614. Now, if you took a class from me last semester, we used Piazza as a replacement for the discussion forum in Moodle. For a number of different reasons, I'm going to be using Piazza again for the summer session. In using it last semester, I found that there were a few things that were confusing, so I want to clarify them here. I will be enrolling each of you in Piazza. If you took a class from me last semester, you already have a Piazza sign-in, and you go into the forum section and click here to enter the ETCV 614 forum. If you weren't in a class with me last semester, you should receive a confirmation of enrollment that has a link plus an activation code. If you are new to Piazza, when you first come in, you may see something about careers. You can turn that off by going to the top menu bar on the right, clicking on Piazza Careers. Then in the left column menu, click on Settings, and at the bottom of the list, you should see Turn Off Piazza Careers. And you'll want to click Got It after you've turned off the careers. If you have issues with this, let me know. So let's look at how Piazza works that is different from a discussion forum in Moodle or D2L. The first major difference is in terminology. Instead of a discussion forum, Piazza uses folder. I've set up Cyber Cafe, Introductions, Meetings, Help, and a folder titled Aaron. This will be Aaron's I've Been Thinking About assignment. Now, a strange thing about Piazza is a folder after the first 5 doesn't appear unless it has something in it. So as you each post your I've Been Thinking About prompt, more folders will appear here. Also, a few folders will appear based on the projects that I have. Now, another major difference between Piazza and a discussion forum in, say, Moodle, is if I've clicked in Introductions and I'm reading the introductions, when I click on New Post, it doesn't necessarily mean that this new post will go into Introductions. I have to select the folder. When I click on the folder, you'll notice it turns a darker blue. Now I can post into the Introductions forum, and this is how you'll do your various introductions. For your I've Been Thinking About projects, here are your different folders. Another important difference between Piazza and a discussion forum in Moodle is there are 3 types of notes you can post. You can post a question, a note, or an in-class response. For the Cyber Cafe, Introductions, Meetings, Help, you can use the question option. What happens is there is a specific box for my response. However, I would like you to get into the habit of always posting notes, especially when you're facilitating your I've Been Thinking About project. So there are 2 selections you'll want to make for your I've Been Thinking. Aaron and Stacy are on the first week that we do discussions. Now, it's important to notice I'd already clicked on Introductions, so I can mess myself up by clicking on too many things. If you do that, just go ahead and click Cancel, and then New Post again, selecting Aaron and Note. I also don't like the fact that it always defaults to question, so you want to remember to make sure that you select Note and then the folder that you want to post your comment in. Now, the nice thing is, once you're reading a comment in a folder, for the responses, you don't have to worry about that. It's only the initial note. So for your I've Been Thinking, you're going to want to make sure that your note is in the folder that belongs to you for your discussion. Now, I've talked about using notes. You can also post a poll. So, for example, if you start a note and you've got a really great discussion going, but then maybe you need a decision on something, you can also post a poll in-class response to that folder. So this is how you'll post notes to Piazza. If you have any questions, please contact me because I know it can get a little confusing when you're first getting started with Piazza.